You're Jamie Fraser, aren't you?
Season 8 is shaping up to be a huge moment for Outlander, not only because it's the end of Jamie and Claire's long, time-twisting love story, but also because it could finally answer the questions fans have been asking since Season 1. And one of those questions has always been tied to Claire's destiny, why she, of all people, was meant to travel through time. The show has flirted with this idea for years, hinting that her ability isn't random, but rather part of something much bigger. Now, as we reach the grand finale, Outlander seems ready to go all in on the magical side of the story. To explain that destiny, the show has to return to its mystical roots, the time-traveling energy that connects Claire, Brianna, Roger, Gillis, and all those who've stepped through the stones. There's always been this sense that Claire's story was guided by some unseen force, and that her bond with Jamie was more than love, it was fate. Jamie seems to act like an anchor for her, a fixed point in history she's always drawn to, no matter how far apart they are in time. But to truly make sense of this magic, there's only one person who could hold the key: Master Raymond. If that name rings a bell, it should. Master Raymond was first introduced all the way back in Season 2, during Claire's time in France. He was the mysterious apothecary who seemed to know more about magic and healing than anyone else, even saving Claire's life after she tragically lost her daughter Faith. Then he vanished, right after King Louis XV's witch trials, leaving behind more questions than answers. For years, fans wondered who he really was, and now, it turns out, he's coming back. Actor Dominique Pinon, who plays Master Raymond, recently confirmed that he'll be returning in Outlander Season 8. That alone is a major deal, but what makes it even more intriguing is that he said his reappearance won't be with Claire this time. That detail completely changes the game, because it suggests his role isn't just about comforting Claire, it's about something much bigger happening in the Outlander universe. Even though he may not appear to her directly, his presence could finally reveal the true purpose behind Claire's powers, and maybe even the reason she was destined to travel through time in the first place. Now, for those who have read Diana Gabaldon's books, Master Raymond's story runs much deeper than what the show has explored. The novels describe him as an ancient time traveler, one who may have been born as far back as 500 BC. That's not just old, that's mythic. He's also heavily implied to be an ancestor to Claire, Gillis, and Brianna, basically the entire bloodline of time travelers we've come to know. He's got mysterious healing powers, possibly immortality, and this uncanny ability to appear exactly when someone needs guidance the most. So, when we think about his return in Season 8, it's not just about nostalgia, it's about answers, big ones. For years, fans have been speculating whether Master Raymond is the puppet master behind all the time travel events, quietly steering people toward their destinies. In Gabaldon's books, multiple characters mention meeting him, often when they're at a crossroads. He always seems to know when to appear, what to say, and how to guide them. So even if he doesn't show up for Claire directly this time, it's easy to imagine that whoever he appears to will end up uncovering something crucial, maybe about Claire's fate or even about the origins of time travel itself. And that brings us to what makes his connection with Claire so fascinating. Back in Season 2, Master Raymond told Claire that she shared the same blue aura as he did, the color of healing. He explained that every person has an aura, but blue represents those who can heal. At that moment, he used his power to save her from a deadly infection, essentially bringing her back from the brink of death. Later in the series, we even see a Cherokee shaman, Adawehi, tell Claire that one day she'll heal not with tools or medicine, but with magic. These moments were hints that Claire's gift went far beyond being a skilled doctor. It was something supernatural, something she inherited. But despite all that setup, the show never fully explored what her magic meant. Maybe because it wasn't time, until now. With Master Raymond returning, this could finally be the moment when Claire learns what her abilities really mean and how powerful she truly is. After all, if Raymond once brought her back from the edge of death, who's to say Claire can't learn to do the same? Imagine if his reappearance, even if it's not with Claire, inspires her to finally embrace the mystical side of who she is. If Faith Fraser really did survive in some magical way, as Season 7 hinted, then Claire could realize that her powers could bridge life and death. That's a huge idea, one that could completely change how her story ends. It's also worth noting that if Master Raymond is as ancient as the books say, he's basically proof that time travelers can live for centuries. That opens up the possibility that Claire could follow in his footsteps, literally. Maybe her destiny isn't just to heal people or reunite with Jamie in one lifetime, but to become a guide for future generations of time travelers, the same way Raymond once guided her. It would explain why she always seemed destined to be part of something much larger than herself. And honestly, that would be an incredibly poetic ending. Because if Claire does become this timeless, almost mythical figure, she'd be carrying forward everything that makes Outlander what it is: love, sacrifice, and a touch of the supernatural. She'd be the La Dame Blanche in truth, the White Lady, the healer who bridges worlds. It's a role that fits perfectly, especially given everything she's endured and learned. Of course, we don't yet know exactly how Raymond will appear in Season 8. He might show up in a flashback, maybe appearing to Faith, or even to Brianna or Roger as they face their own time-traveling dilemmas. Whoever he appears to, it's safe to assume his message will connect back to Claire somehow, because really, everything in Outlander does. Even though Gabaldon hasn't finished the book series yet, meaning the showrunners have a lot of freedom to shape the ending, giving Claire this kind of magical conclusion would make perfect sense. It ties back to her first leap through the stones, her connection with Jamie, and the generations of travelers who came after. And more importantly, it honors what Outlander has always been about: love that transcends time. Think about it. Master Raymond may have been the one who brought Claire and Jamie together across time, ensuring they'd meet, fall in love, and change history. If that's true, then every heartbreak, every war, every jump through the stones, it all happened for a reason. And that reason could be Claire's transformation into something extraordinary. It's both magical and bittersweet, the kind of ending that makes perfect sense for Outlander. So when we talk about a shocking return nobody predicted, this one really could reshape everything we thought we knew about the series. It's not just about bringing back a fan-favorite character, it's about closing the loop, connecting the past, present, and future of this sprawling story in a way that feels deeply satisfying. Because even though saying goodbye to Jamie and Claire will be hard, if their story ends with Claire realizing her full potential, understanding that her journey had a divine purpose all along, it would be the perfect full-circle moment. Outlander began with a woman thrown through time, confused and terrified, and it could end with that same woman mastering the very forces that once controlled her life. So, while we don't know exactly what Season 8 will bring, one thing's clear: Master Raymond's return isn't just a cameo, it's a signal that the magic of Outlander is far from over and that Claire Fraser's destiny is only just beginning. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.